Mr. Vanderbeck, you stated that the commissioners have abandoned the major corridor ordinance. How much time, if you've spent the majority of your four-year term on the major corridor ordinance, and then just here in the last year of your term you've abandoned it, how much investment, how much did you pay researchers and other outside agencies to help you draft that proposal? So how much money are we giving up since you've abandoned it?
Actually, I'd like to kind of redo your question a little bit, so, because it's somewhat leading.
Okay.
I don't think that we spent the majority of 4 years doing that. Also, this was a citizen group, driven with some staff time. But how much staff time? No, but I think it was negligible. Someone's maybe to take minutes, something like that, to organize thoughts, some facilitation, but I think it's negligible. And the information that we culled from that actually is helpful in moving. You know, we don't always, when anyone starts off on a new endeavor, it's easier said than done to get there. But it doesn't mean that what you've gained in knowledge along the way can't be put to good use in the future. And I would say that we have and will. Yes, sir.
I was wondering if you currently have any companies interested in looking at the industrial park in Siler City, as far as locating there.
I certainly hope so, but at this point, I couldn't tell you. I'm not on that board, and usually they keep things quiet. We are aggressively marketing that with a firm, a national firm, and would love to get tenants in there. I know the Chatham Hospital is currently building a new office center there that I think will house some doctor's office. I think the new dialysis center is going to be in there. Whether or not that's a tax entity is another story. But we are looking for that. We're looking for new creative ways to market that and incentivize others to come into that. It could be a good deal for someone. Yes, Louis.
Question on the proposed pipeline that they're talking about running through this southeastern part of Chatham County. Do you have any opinion or feelings on how you lean toward that pipeline that you would be willing to share with us?
I'm not leaning for the pipeline. Right now we're collecting information. We have taken no stance on that, despite what Carrie might say that we have. So I want to make that clear. Certainly there was a lot of good information that came out of a local meeting here that in fact was suggested by Commissioner Cross. And we got a lot of good information from that, and those questions are now generating other questions, and we're in the process of trying to get answers for those. It was in a work session, a recent work session on Monday. We talked more about it. Since then, some people that attended this meeting have sent us in information regarding property values, possible leases, how we can generate income. There are safety concerns. So there's a lot of things to go through, but certainly we want some benefit to the county, and we have to weigh that all. But your input is very important, and we'll work together, and there will be a public hearing on that also coming up. Okay?
Well, it's along the lines of jobs and businesses you're talking about, you're working on. Is any special emphasis being put on businesses that would do something that would actually benefit employees by needing people for assembly or packaging or building or some type of manufacturing? That is any emphasis being put in that area of employment rather than just an office complex that would employ 2 or 3 people for whatever purpose?
Well, I'm not on the Economic Development Board. I do get some of their information, and I'm very interested in it. George Lucier coming up can speak more to that. But as far as what we're trying to do, I think, are to attract industries, clusters of industries. So what you have here, their pieces, their workings can work together with other firms, and we're in such proximity to Research Triangle Park and the Triad, and we've been sort of underutilized for a number of years. So now we are marketing our strengths, our resources, our crossroads. Well, there are a lot of things now, and we have a very, very engaged Economic Development Commission. I'm very pleased with it.
Thank you for your comment.